Hey guys, welcome to the perfect Halloween or fall weekend vlog. Just starting to apply my makeup for my Sailor Moon roleplay video that I posted. It's an ASMR friend does your makeup type of roleplay. So that was the first thing I did on my Saturday morning of this fall weekend vibe. Then we headed to Target. I wanted to get a couple of fall and honestly holiday books. This is the time of the year when I really feel like I can take some time and actually read for some reason. I don't like to read in hotter weather unless I'm by a body of water. Bougie, I know, but this is the drink I always recommend, the grande iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. Have to go to Starbucks on the weekends. It just starts a fall weekend off right. And here I am DIYing some witch hats, just using a little bit of pink and white twine. This is an idea I got from my neighbor, and she recommended how I could do this. So shout out to my neighbor. She does witch hats and this really cool witch mannequin that she's completely hand painted, has a wig and a black veil on her front porch. You'll see it later in the vlog, so definitely keep watching. But I'm just taking my literal 90s glue gun. My mom has had this since before I was born, so it is over 32 years old and it works like a damn charm. Shit was just made different back then. I don't know. But here's a nice little time lapse of the completed witch hats. This is a set of like decorative party cheap witch hats that I ordered from Amazon. Again, just poked a hole through the top with my scissors, put some wine through it, secured wine. Am I okay? Put some twine through it and secured it, fastened it with the hot glue blob at the top. And now I'm just hanging them. The wind was going crazy this day, and I'm actually just using a thumbtack to push them into the ceiling. And this is the finished product. I absolutely love how it looks, and you can see the witch mannequin in her rocking chair on my neighbor's porch right there. She's so cool. This weekend, I'm still adding decorations to our Halloween yard display. Still got to add some cobwebs and bats to those bushes and to our Stranger Things photo opportunity. It was really important to us since our costumes are obviously, if you haven't guessed by now, Chrissy and Eddie from Stranger Things. Thomas is Chrissy, I'm Eddie. And you guys, that was a joke. But he would do that if I wanted to. And so would I if he wanted to, you know. So I'm just hanging this set of like 30 something bats that I got from Amazon, using a little bit of double-sided outdoor quality tape and just kind of randomly placing them in a flying pattern. This Creel House rose stained glass poster is also outdoor quality. It has grommets in the four corners, so there's no tearing or ripping, and it's kind of the material of like a birthday party sign or banner. And I also ordered it from Amazon. It's just something I'm so proud of. I really hope that the gray kind of cobweb tapestry moment gives it the vibe of the upside down and like the vines and the tentacles and just like the darkness of the upside down. I'm worried that it's kind of giving a pirate vibe a little bit. Like it just looks like something that would be hanging out of a pirate's chest or like a spider web. But here's our entire yard. I'm really proud of it. We have these little spooky reapers and ghosts and witches that hang in the trees, and then you know, we try to make the closer you get to the house a little bit more inviting for the little kids. I remember being little and trick-or-treating, and I loved walking past stuff like this, like the cobwebs over the bushes. I want it to be a mix of spooky, scary, but also inviting, just so it's good for all ages. And you know I had to leave this in. It's just too good. Since I primarily do ASMR on this channel, I was giving each of our 3 dogs a dental bone and the crunch. New to the channel, by the way, this is one of our dogs named Cambria. We also have a dog named Coheed. That's her older brother. And then his actual little sister and our youngest dog is named Rosie. And then we also have 2 cats. Because we're crazy, I guess. We have a whole zoo. The cats are Belle and Beast, after Beauty and the Beast. I feel like I have to say that sometimes because there's that YouTuber, Mr. Beast, and I don't know him. I don't know anything about him. So I decided this year would be my first year ever doing a Halloween tree. I'm so excited with how it turned out, and I feel very, very grateful because a lot of those ornaments you're seeing, that skull, the orange balls with the black cats with the arched back, the Casper characters, oh my gosh, like I don't even have the words. The Beanie Babies, these are all from the 90s, from when I was a little girl. My mom saved all of this for me, and I feel like you can tell it's giving vintage amazingness. Now, some of this stuff you'll also have seen in my haul videos from this season, like the purple skull, the purple hand, the Jack Skellington, I think I featured last year, 2021, but that Casper was, I'm pretty sure, a Burger King or McDonald's toy in the 90s. And they're like little hand puppets. They have holes in the bottom. They just don't make shit like that anymore. What's the deal? The trick-or-treat buckets at the bottom of the tree are actually from McDonald's this year. You'll see us go get a couple of those later in the vlog, and I just have to say it's not the same quality at all. It's not even the same size, and I swear it's not because I'm not a little kid anymore. It's just literally doesn't even have the dome lid. It's probably half the size it used to be. I mean, I still got like every single design and color, but if you are hoping for kind of like a nostalgic moment, I don't know. It's just, it could have been done a lot better in my opinion. But now I'm having more coffee because it's good for my anxiety. And now I'm packing an order for my Etsy shop. Thank you so much to the Earthling if you're a part of the YouTube community. If not, you're still an Earthling because you're part of the Etsy community. So just thank you guys for supporting my small business. I really don't get a lot of orders on my Etsy shop. We just broke, I think, 200 orders the other day. It could have been 150, but it's called Shop Blush and Bourbon. My Instagram used to be called Blush and Bourbon Blog. So we had like the blog and the shop. And it was just very like feminist and women empowerment, but also ally, LGBTQ plus positive. And, you know, of course, like the marriage vibes, like his babe, her babe, not your babe. Just really cute. Like simple designs. I also do Halloween tank tops, shirts, bralettes, and they say his boo, not your boo. It's really fun. It's just, you guys know how many hours a week I work. I just haven't felt like I've had the time to put into it to promote it lately. So thank you for purchasing. And this is the nostalgic 1990s McDonald's bucket that came out on October 18th. And on the way home, we saw literally the Jeepers Creepers vehicle. Perfect fall vlog. now I'm home and I'm back to the Halloween tree / Halloween decorations. These are super cute Dollar Tree doll houses. My neighbor, again, I told you she painted that mannequin witch on her porch. It's because she's a painter, like she's an artiste, honey, and she paints all kinds of really cool stuff. So there's our girl. She offered to prime my haunted house. I saw her in the yard doing a much cooler, much bigger one that she got on Facebook Marketplace. But again, just shout out to her. Later that night, Thomas and I went to the Armored Cow Brewery, which is a local brewery in the university area where we live. They always have Food Truck Friday, which is where just about 4 to 6 food trucks will come and park in the parking lot. There's always live music, amazing food options. This night we got Greek food. Oh my gosh, I can't, with the feta and the tzatziki mixed together. And then there was a woman there crocheting. Actually, I need to message her. She gave me her card, but she was just the cutest, sweetest person ever. She was crocheting the whole time too, while selling and running her business. A multitasking queen. But since this is a fall vlog, we had to get a little candy corn, and Thomas kept telling me to get the thick one. Like, I thought I should get that long one that he was just now touching. And he's like, no, you gotta get the thick one. You better be glad that I'm here. And I'm like, okay. I also had to get the Oogie Boogie koozie. It's just so cool that she crochets that stuff. So then we popped into Guitar Center. We love music. I play the piano and have since I was 7. Thomas has played the guitar since about the same age. I mean, he can also play piano and is just like so multi-talented. It blows me away. So we came to Guitar Center, had a little bit of fun together, just tried different guitars, different keyboards, different pedals, and looked at the different options that they had. And when we got home, it was dark. Because, it was like 7 p.m. and seasonal depression is coming for us all. But this is what our house looks like. And stay tuned to the very end of the vlog. There will be a full walkthrough at night at the end. But next morning, hello, I had to go to Starbucks. And we had to go to Target because I started feeling like a bad Swiftie. First stop, the Halloween section, of course. And as we were leaving it, we saw that somebody set this here in case you would like to have a sit. This is my husband, everyone. He was like so amused by that.
What?
I personally wanted to just share, fuck the Target renovations. It's not the same anymore. The magic is gone. And there she is. We're the same age. And that's where the similarities stop. But I adore her. And I wanted to pick up Midnight's vinyl lavender edition. It's a Target exclusive. Do I have a record player? No, bitch. So next we went to Walmart and they had these gorgeous artist edition Funko Pops. And I wanted the 0 with the lime green nose. The other ones had like a yellow nose. And then we checked out a few advent calendars. We want to get another one to do for Christmas with you guys, since you've loved the heck out of the Nightmare Before Christmas one. Thank you guys for all your views and support on all of my Halloween videos. You guys have just been amazing. But we had to check out the Stranger Things section. And then we popped over to TJ Maxx. At TJ Maxx, I could not pass up those little bat nails. I think they're going to be perfect for my Halloween costume, which is Chrissy Cunningham. Just kind of like a little shout out to the demo bats. I know, it's pretty morbid. But they just match perfectly the color of Chrissy's pink backpack. And they're kind of short and manageable. So that'll be good. It'll be a good little change. I cannot fathom, you guys, that all of the Halloween stuff at TJ Maxx is now on the clearance table. And this was like 2 weekends before Halloween too, so I really don't know how to feel. I'm trying not to take it personal, but they have all of the Christmas stuff in the main area. Again, 2 weeks left of October. So, Dunkin' Donuts. Let me tell you a little bit about the spider donut. Yeah, you saw it. I got the pumpkin spice latte, and I wanted to, my plan was to share with you guys that I love Dunkin's pumpkin spice latte way more than the Starbucks pumpkin spice latte. Beast says hi, by the way. And I've gotten it a few times this season. I just want to be fair that it's been pretty good. It's been made well and delish. This time was a no. I gagged. It was like pure sugar milk. And I really wanted to like it, but I just couldn't. And I'm not a fake bitch, so it's a no. And I tossed it down the damn drain. Thank you for playing. The spider donut, super cute-ish. It was delicious. I love the little donut ball on top. Belle was crying. She hopped up on the windowsill and was like staring at me. I was like dropping the phone like, I'm so Kylie Jenner. I'm just like so authentic. It's Stormy. You really can't go wrong, in my opinion, though, with the pumpkin cream cheese donut from Starbucks. It's phenomenal. And when I worked at Starbucks in college, we would always sell out of these. We would have old ladies come in, like I'm talking old ladies, and they would demand, like they would come in at 8 o'clock at night and demand that we go get them from the back, like the freezer. They would come in trays of 4, and they would force us to sell them to them. It was crazy. There was like, when these cupcakes came out, the pumpkin cream cheese cupcake from Starbucks, at least in Tennessee, where I was in college, it was a phenomenal, like, it was a thing, a moment. So now it's later in the day, and I'm just having this gorgeous vegan ranch chickpea salad. I washed off a can of chickpeas and added them and just tossed them in. I also love to add lemon juice and a bunch of Himalayan sea salt to my salads. And then I just put it in a big bowl because the Kardashians unfortunately raised me. And I feel like I'm doing something right and like taking care of myself when this is what I'm eating for my meal. And then if I can't finish it all, which I didn't this day, I just pack it away and munch on it. I like to snack throughout the day, multiple meals. And I would highly recommend this citrusy garlic kind of Cuban seasoning from Trader Joe's. For really anything, bestie, it's gonna make your salad and your life better. Then I remembered that Bearington bears exist. They're so nostalgic to me as a 90s baby. Little Halloween bears. And then it was back to my Unsolved mysteries. You guys, I was raised on Unsolved mysteries. I'm so glad it's back. I literally watched it and listened to it while I finished decorating my Halloween tree. I just think it's a really well done series. The acting, the recreations of the scenes, they really go above and beyond. And Belle wanted you to know she's a trash man. Now we're heading to the local family pumpkin patch. It's the same farm where I ride horses. I actually haven't done that in a few months, and I really, 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 really miss it. But there's just a few reasons why, and I'm gonna really try to get back into it. But it's mainly just like a safety thing, and I got my hopes really, really high up about like us renovating the arena. I think I told you about that months and months ago, and it just never panned out. So I don't really have a place, like a secured arena or place to warm up me and the horse in, and that's something that's really important. I'm such a nerd. Get out of here with that shit. Okay, on our way to the pumpkin patch, but I needed you to know I'm gonna wear my skeleton onesie there. Skeleton. This is the lip combo of the day from Ulta. You guys know that's my favorite lip oil of all time. But yeah, long story short, I'm hoping to get back into horseback riding. I don't know. Like, I'm not 8 years old anymore and fearless. Just want to be careful about it. But we are at the pumpkin patch. We got to see the horses, and our first stop, of course, had to be the cider. It is so good. It's got some sort of orange spice or orange seasoning. And just look at all the little baby pumpkins and the decorations. This was a vibe. Like, this was healing in a way. Something about going to the pumpkin patch is just magical. And while we were passing the funnel cake line, we saw this guy's whole sleeve was Nightmare Before Christmas. Are you kidding? He was so nice to let us film it, and I asked him if I could take a video of his face so that he, could get the credit in case anybody sees it and knows him for his amazing tattoo. This is the area where the hayride was loading up. Where it's a family farm that's been in the family for so many generations, they have so many vintage items like this. This is a huge wagon wheel. It's literally almost as tall as Thomas. And there's the hayride all loaded up. Like, just to walk around and see this, you guys, really felt like, we still need to take care of each other as a society and wear a mask when you're sick, especially if you're around susceptible people. But it was kind of really special to be around people again. I'm not gonna lie. It was very, very cool to be back together like that with everybody. I've never seen the farm like that because I started volunteering and riding horses there during the pandemic, like slightly before it. They had this little section where you could pay $10 a person and go through a line of animals in different stalls. This was a baby cow, and it was Kiss Me. It kissed my hand. And then I got to see these little goats. They are so freaking cute. I literally want a goat, a cow, a horse, a bunny, tons of chickens. I want the farm life someday. I really do. They had little ducks and a bunny rabbit. And then they had this big girl cow. And it was just so magical. But when Thomas is ready to go, he's ready to go. And to be fair, the pumpkin patch was also closing. You can see people walking off to the parking lot in the distance. So I'm that girl that will stay in the ice skating rink at Christmas time, and like I'll be skating in circles, and you'll have to be like, Elle, did you notice they shut off the overhead lights? Like, we really need to leave now. So rude. And then he had the nerve to take me to Chick-fil-a, which is not even an ally, but we still went. It's delicious. And when we got home, the lights were just starting to turn on. I love this time of night in the fall. It's just so cool. The air is cool, but it's also like, it's cool. Here's a look at our Halloween tree, top to bottom. The wizard hat that we put on top is meant to represent Will the Wise, of course. And we've got the Demogorgon and the alphabet, the A through Z Christmas lights behind the Christmas tree. And I did that intentionally because I think I'm going to leave it up. I really think I'm going to leave it up all through Christmas because they're Christmas lights that Joyce buys. And I think that season happens between Halloween and Christmas time. So try and stop me. These are our dogs, by the way. Now, this is Rosie on the left, and Coheed is her actual biological older brother on the right from the same parents. And I cannot handle the way Coheed sits with his little paws crossed. I want to die for him. Of course, Beast is posted up by the window. He loves to watch the twinkle lights flash. And we're about to watch Halloween Ends. So excited. Dude, it's gonna happen.
Love me, buddy. You let me out. Are you scared? Jake? Jeremy, let me out. Let me out. Let me out of here. Give me some money, okay? What was that?
Oh my fuck. This is all I'm gonna think about the rest of the movie. Jeremy. Good morning. I am making a breakfast holiday hash, and it's actually a mix of pre-chopped veggies that I get from Trader Joe's. You'll see what the container looks like here in a minute. But I like to reuse pans and just use the seasoning from the pan for the next thing I'm cooking. And so that's what I'm doing here. I just finished the holiday hash, and now I'm cooking some green beans, mushrooms, country potatoes. It's just a frozen bag that we get at Trader Joe's, and it's really affordable. But now I'm adding some feta crumbles to the holiday hash. Also, of course, added my Himalayan sea salt and some olive oil. And here's what that container looks like. Here's the look inside our fridge. We've got a couple of pumpkin creamer options, some more harvest chili and pumpkin bisque from Trader Joe's. We've always got fresh lemons and oranges on hand because we like to make orangeade, lemonade, fresh, sugary, juicy drinks whenever we want. And speaking of sugary, juicy drinks, we did heal our only children and get an entire pack of Sunny D the other day. And it's delish. Coheed is humping Cambria in the yard. This happens occasionally, and I do apologize on his behalf. He does not obtain consent, and yeah, it's also his, I don't know what to say, but this is my lunch. It's delicious. I like veggies. I'm 90% vegetarian. I eat seafood, and then sometimes, you know, like when we're on our way back from the Panic at the Disco concert in Raleigh, I'll have McDonald's. Now I'm checking out a new book that I really want to read this or next month. Ideally in October, since it's about October, but no promises. I really have a few others in front of this one that I think I prefer to read before this one, but it still seems like it's going to be a good book. It just doesn't seem as good as Love in the Time of Serial Killers. I have another one, Pumpkin Spice and Not So Nice, and then Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I'm so excited to read. I'm 2 chapters in. And let me just say, I got a couple of books. You saw some in the earlier part of this vlog. And what I did is I read chapter 1 of each of them to see what order I liked them in and wanted to read them in. Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney, I could not stop reading after chapter 1. Like, I had to read a few pages into chapter 2. And that's how you know it's incredible. Awkward in October. It's very quick-witted, but also like really self-deprecating, and it was just heavy. Like, it started out really heavy and it's supposed to be a romance. Look at sweet Cammie. Please keep her in mind. She's got a vet appointment today. She's not feeling too hot. Let me tell you what, Antihero by Taylor Swift has wrecked my soul. So even though I bought the vinyl yesterday, I really felt like the loyal thing to do would be to return, get my Starbucks, of course, and get the Midnight's Lavender Edition Target exclusive CD, because I didn't know this because I'm an elder Swiftie. But apparently it has a bonus track you can't get or hear anywhere else. And that's what I call being an actual mastermind, because at this point I've added both the 3 a.m. edition and the regular edition to my iTunes, Apple Music, whatever. And then I also have the vinyl, no record player, by the way, and a CD. Here are Eddie Munson and Chrissy Cunningham, aka my husband Thomas, and I filming our Halloween ASMR Stranger Things roleplay. Our costumes this year are Chrissy and Eddie, like I mentioned, and we wanted our roleplay to really be as authentic as possible. So we acted like we were meeting up with you, the viewer, behind the Hawkins High School in the woods, just like they actually meet up in the show. Then we bring you back to Eddie's uncle's trailer, and we play a little bit of D&D. We teach you about Hellfire Club, vote to see if we want to let you in, and it's so fun. I hope you'll watch it on Halloween when it goes live. But as promised, guys, we are nearing the end of this vlog, and this is the long-awaited footage that you guys have been so excited and supportive about. Thank you to everybody who requested to see our Halloween decorations and for us to do a walkthrough of what our decor looks like. So you've seen some of the inside. This is the outside at night. We have really gone all out this year, and I couldn't be more proud. I wanted to say that this set of 6 solar lights we got on Amazon is really, they're the spotlights that you see in the ground. They're color changing, and that is really what has set off everything. We've turned them to red and purple, and they just add that tinge of red and purple to everything, and it looks so cool. It really kind of gives the vibe of Stranger Things to me, like the blue and the red of the upside down. And we'll also be able to, of course, keep these in year round. We can do red and green or just red for Christmas. And I'm super excited to see how we continue to incorporate those. I feel like a full adult now that I own spotlights for some reason. And here's the piece de resistance. I love my Creel house stained glass. I cannot wait to take a million pictures with Thomas in front of it on Halloween. And I've just really worked so hard on this little corner, this little setup, and I hope the trick-or-treaters enjoy it. I hope that they'll want to come take pictures over here in this little alcove, and I hope that they'll recognize us too and get it. I think that they will, but I just can't tell if I'm just going to be the only one obsessed with Stranger Things for the rest of my life, because season 4 really kicked it into like hyperfixation forever. Like, this is my favorite thing of all time besides Lord of the Rings. Or if like people will also be dressed as Stranger Things characters for Halloween. I've seen a lot of people do the hanging Maxx in the air. Very, very cool. I wish I would have time and funds to do something like that. So that is really it for our Halloween decorations and what we've been up to. Aside from filming on the weekends, this is kind of what my ideal fall weekend would look like. And I just want to thank you guys for being here and for watching. The channel has gotten 100,000 views this month. I have really worked as hard as I possibly can in all of the free time I have to make Halloween special for us all. And you have made it special by being here and watching. So thank you, and happy Halloween.